making islands isn't such a complicated thing. They're made with peat moss. You get peat moss wet, it tangles and it dries like felt, nice and tight. So these cured felt islands are particularly efficient at keeping wet, keeping the plant together, keeping the roots in. It's all good. Maybe that's a little too wet. See how much water it holds? Ah, well, I can pick it up. Nice and mixed so that gravel's all in there. You can see nice white roots here. I gotta at least get that little clump off the bottom off. Spread these out. I didn't really want the root ball to fall apart this much, by the way. A little bit there. I take some of the roots and kind of just pull them back under. On this side. And I've really got to get all these roots well coated. Now I'm making kind of a cake or a pad. Place this in here. It's much taller than I'd like, but we must do what we must do for the tree. Still being fairly gentle here. That is what I need. When I squeeze it, stuff comes out. And I give it a squeeze. Yeah, I'm actually packing my bonsai dirt. Now you need to cure your island. So this is quite dry. I hope you can see, it's quite tan. You don't see any moisture spots. Let me compare. This is quite moist. It almost looks like a bit of moss is starting to grow. You've got this little weed growing from it. That can go. The color is quite mottled browns and more browns. With a bit of dryness on the surface. Again, it almost blows out in this light. It's so light and tan. So this is cured. You're going to leave it for about 2 days. It'll dry like this. Then you'll water it intermittently. Lightly mist it once a day. Heavily mist it once a day. Lightly water, I guess, better way to say it. After about 2 weeks, it'll take a decent blast of water with a sprinkler, and it won't erode at all. or it will take years to erode. So a quick reminder of depth perspective. The tree in the foreground, which does some fun stuff. Is absolutely no different from the tree way, way in the background. Even though they're probably affected by very similar growth patterns. And of course, shrubbery, it's the same. It's much more definite. Big leaves, big trunks, small trunks. Now, of course, with your bonsai tree, the distance between here and here is very small. So it's suggested, from a side view, your trees, which are together, are upon a hill, and the important thing to do is to lose sight of this middle ground so that this distance really becomes irrelevant because you don't see it, and thence you can squeeze your two trees closer together.